People nowadays are just losing mental capacity, I feel like I had a conversation with someone yesterday. If you scroll down on my channel, actually, you'll see I did a video a while ago with some friends of mine. It was, are you smarter than the fifth grade? It's just testing everybody's basic um level skills of learning and like just knowledgeable thinking of concepts we've all had to learn to be acclimated into this world, especially if you're at least 18 to graduate. Um, so I played smarter than a fifth grader with someone recently, as in yesterday and the day before, and I just realized how like people are not educated on a lot of simple topics that they deem a fifth grader should know nowadays. And I just found it very interesting because it's like how. And these are college people that I'm talking to, by the way. These are all people that are actively still college or just graduated college. They don't know a lot of simple concepts or simple math, addition, geography, history, things like that, basics. And it makes you think like, wow, like why are these people that are in these niche fields or in these deemed as more educated areas, why aren't they educated on this basis? And it just makes you think that people nowadays are like box of rocks, like actually like, and it goes back, this cliche, everyone says it's so cliche, but it goes back to social media. Like what do people do all day? They fry their brains. TikTok, scrolling, Reels. What else is what's that new app they got for Instagram? Threads, Shorts. We just being honest here. Like it's, you know, the Instagram, Facebooks, everything. It's just consumption of things that are, you know, rotting your brain. And the terms, the acronyms. Like I remember coming up in school, my dad did not allow me to text in acronyms. And I used to be like, why? My dad did not play that with me because he said it's gonna cook your brain. That's not what he used to say, but that's the basis of what he was saying. He said, bro, we don't talk like dummies. That's kind of my type of man my dad was. And like my dad did a lot of like had a lot of help in like just me being me, who I am. And he's correct, because when I started using acronyms, because when I got to high school, like it's not much he could tell me, of course, but it's not much that like I'm my own person and I'm gonna choose my own way of life, as he would say at that point. Like especially like later in high school, like 11th grade, 11th grade, it was, you know. And I could see my brain, like I was still texting acronyms to friends, but when I would switch it up with my dad, I was slick like that. And like it would definitely make you forget how to spell certain words, because people be like slow. Like people will spell the stupidest words like wrong. Like go to the door. Somebody probably put like DUUR. It's just like, why, if the actual word is DOOR? It'll be just, that's like an example. I'm not saying they actually did stuff like that, but it's basically like things they would do, and that just kills your brain. Because social media, why are people texting like that? Probably because they seen someone else texting like that. I talked about a video recently, the hive mind. Everybody in this world has a hive mind. If you're keeping up with sports right now, everyone dislikes the Thunder. I dropped the video on like SGA. They dislike, they said he fouled Bay and they rage Bay, But everyone that knows basketball knows that in this new age of basketball, everybody's flopping, everybody's doing stuff. Even the Spurs are doing it, but they don't get nearly the hate as the Thunder, because one, they're the better team, the best team in the NBA, and they won the champ last year, and it's predicted to probably win this year if they win tonight. They play again, and they getting like just crucified for like everything. But it's crazy because the narrative probably started from someone with a big platform, influence, and then the hive shall follow, the normies shall follow. Not to call people normies, but people that just, you know, ain't put themselves out there to be perceived in a higher regard. Look at, I can give you another example. If y'all are familiar with rap music, Lil Baby. Lil Baby was the biggest rapper in the world for years. Then the narrative hit. He's trash. He's washed. Baby in 2026, baby in 2025, oh, he's trash. Still sells over 100K. A lot of his projects. Artists that don't like him, push the narrative. People in the industry push the narrative. Now the masses push this same narrative. He's trash. Whole time he's never been trash. It's just a narrative that people follow. People don't think for themselves nowadays. People don't know simple things nowadays. Also, go back to school. I can also be, put in this category because I also partake. AI has came out. AI has made it to where you don't have to do nothing like schoolwork, college, high school. I talk to high schoolers like being, I do content. I talk to people that's younger than me on a daily actually, and they'll tell me like they using chat in high school, like to get by their tests, their homework. And I'm telling them like, okay, I was cheating in high school, maybe with like quiz. Phone died, but like I was saying, I think I was talking about Quizlet. Quizlet is something I would use to exploit work. But you still had to study Quizlet unless I don't recall ever pulling out my phone during tests. I didn't do that. I didn't really start using platforms for real until college. But these new age students, middle schools, high schoolers, they're literally cheating on their test so it's like, how are y'all gonna get to college? Y'all really just gonna... Now, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of professors in my college tell us use chat as a platform to help you formulate your ideas and your point, but don't just plagiarize. So there's nothing wrong, but it's just showing you like people's thought, is decreasing. Like 22 years ago, to graduate college, to graduate high school, you had to do all this work yourself. Like you had to go to this library, really put in the time and the effort to do it. And these are the new age doctors, these are the new age lawyers, these are the new age engineers. So, it's only, I'm not saying we're gonna get slower. We're using our resources to still propel, but it's a lot of, shortcuts being taken. Now, it just shows you people also people have always been uneducated because where I'm from, my city's a very low vibrational city. People talk about bot stuff like killing, murder, drug, the bot stuff regular, if you heard what I said. And getting out of there really elevates your mind as a human, as a person. And I've always been different though. But you can still be around people there that will lower your frequency of thought. That's why you need to always be by yourself in certain areas if you're always around bad influences. And people there are I talked about it. There's a lot of people that I know that's never left the city. A lot of people my father knows who's never left the city, still talking about stuff from 40 years ago, and that's all they know. It's nothing. It's low level of life. And I just feel like people don't know how to, grow as a person. Evolution, that's all what life is about. And I just feel like when it comes to getting to where you want to go, it's about how willing are you in the mind to get there. But I just wanted to tell y'all my thoughts on that. Boss rush, people kind of suck. But I can't blame everybody. You can't blame everybody, but you also gotta blame them, because at the end of the day, people are put into the lifestyles that they are, and our overseers being governments and things of that nature. I want people to be a little slow, but at the same time, you want to wake up and it's in here. You have the cognitive thinking and alertness and the want to be great. You're gonna wake up and be great, But hey.